I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not too broken up about Assata Shakur's passing.
Hey, listen, family. The next time you have to say the Black Panther Party, we're going to need you to say the Black Panther Party for self-defense. So that way, at least someone with half a brain can ask themselves, well, who did they need defense from? And we're going to give you a hint. It rhymes with kite's steeple. But let this ignorance flow for a second.
Because A, I find it very ironic. You pick an African name, you flee to a Latino country for asylum, but what the hell did you actually do for us? Assata Shakur was for self, much like a lot of those Black Panthers. That's why they were dismantled. You use the struggling and suffering of blacks to further your own movement. And before you get all pissed off, let me explain something to you. A lot of y'all that are black in this country, the Black Panthers, as radical and loud as y'all are, baby, you would not have been accepted. The Black Panther Party did not like anybody who was LGBTQ. They didn't care for anybody who was of a different background. Like, if you were not strictly Black American, they didn't give a fuck about you. So, like I said, and then she killed a police officer, and the movement she was, what was it called? The Black Liberation Army or whatever the fuck, broke in prison, took some people hostage, and, broke her out. She left in a van and all that shit, whatever, and then she fled to Cuba, but Fidel Castro granted her political asylum. And that's what I want to bring to attention. Now, you don't advocate for anybody black outside America, but the Latino countries are the only place you can go for asylum. You didn't go nowhere that was primarily black. You didn't go to Jamaica. You didn't go to, you didn't go to Africa. Why the hell did you pick Cuba? Because if you can't go nowhere else on this earth, Latinos will protect you. So at the end of the day, it's sad she passed, but it don't affect me in no way, shape, or form. And I don't give a fuck what you have to say. Again, just because I'm black, Black Panther Party really didn't do shit for us either besides give underprivileged blacks the WIC program. And that's it.
Okay, there's a lot to cover to catch you people up. The Black Panther Party for self-defense had actually linked up with some Puerto Ricans and even some Confederate white boys up in Chicago. Not to mention out on the West Coast, there was AIM, it was the American Indian Movement, Chicano Pride, Yellow Peril. They even inspired white Panthers, right? And as far as the whole alphabet community not being embraced, nobody during the civil rights was openly embracing those folks. There was actually integral to the cause Negroes that were known to be of an alternative lifestyle, but nobody spoke up for them at all the way around. And as far as fleeing to Cuba, which is a Latino country, the reason being is Fidel Castro was not going to hand over Sista Shakur. Like a growing gang of those African nations, or even in the Caribbean, would have folded. They would have folded like a chick losing her virginity on prom night. Y'all need to stop playing with us. And again, there were countless people that were helping the struggle that didn't get the shine, that didn't get the acknowledgement they needed as far as looking out for the best interest of the so-called Negroid, because they don't put it in history. It might have made its way to CRT, but they kept blocking CRT every chance they got just to make sure that ignorance would run amiss and amok, we should say. So in conclusion, we hope Sis has a file somewhere to where she did this as a gotcha, bait and switch, viral type effort, and she's really not this ignorant to the facts of the matter.
REX